Setting eyelets and grommets are done the same way. The difference between an eyelet and a grommet is an eyelet, they both have front pieces that go through the front of the leather like these are here. And then the grommet actually has a back piece that's like a little washer that goes onto the back. And when you set them, they look the same from the front, but on the back they look different. So you have the eyelet that doesn't have the washer and the grommet that does. So the first thing you're going to do, you got to punch a hole for that grommet to go through. Now there's different types of punches, different types of punches, but you have to do is you have to match the size hole with the size of grommet that it is that you're setting. So once you decide where you want your grommet to go, you put your punch there, hit it, and it actually removes that piece of leather there. Now these punches have little slots in the side, which is where those little pieces of leather go through, so they actually like dump out on their own, so you don't have to worry about the punch getting clogged up or anything. So once you have your hole punched, you'll take the front part of the grommet and you're going to put it through the hole. It goes through the hole. That's what it looks like on the front. And on the back, push it into place. And then you're going to take your washer, put it right over that. Now, so you have your hole punch that matches the size of the grommet. You're also going to have a setter that matches that grommet as well. The setter, there's two different parts of the setter. There is an anvil, and then there's the setter itself. Now, I like to set these. I'll move my punch pad out of the way, so it gives me a little bit firmer foundation to do the setting with. So I take the grommet that I just inserted, and put the washer on the back. And there's a little groove inside of the anvil here that the grommet fits right into. That's why it has to be a specific size for this specific grommet. Put the setter on top, put it in on this little anvil, hit it 2 or 3 times, and it sets that grommet. Now, so therefore, when you're setting the grommets, you have to have a hole punch that matches. You have to have the setter and the anvil that matches. And on my website, I link all those together. So if you're buying the grommets from me, you'll know exactly which punches and the setters that you need. Now, let's set an eyelet. What an eyelet looks like is done exactly the same way. You take the piece, you push it through the front, the hole. I like to push the leather around to make sure it's nice and firm. And you set it in the setter, the same setter there. In the anvil, and then you put the setter on top, hit it. That's how you set an eyelet. So the difference between an eyelet and grommets is the grommet has a washer on the back and the eyelet doesn't. It's completely up to you which area, how you want the back effect to be, whether you want the washer or you're not. But because they both give you the same effect on the front. So that's how you set eyelets and grommets.